So we welcome David Hancock, editor of Sorday's Pubs and Inns of England and Wales, and Alistair Sorday, founder of Sorday's Special Places, to the Food and Drink Show. How are you, gents?
Very well, happy to be here. Thanks.
Yeah, very good.
Great stuff. Thanks for joining us on the show. You are the pub inspectors.
Well, David's the pub inspector. He does it all.
That's not a bad job, David, is it?
It's a good job. I'm more than an inspector. I edit the book, so I manage the other inspectors and create the research lists and make sure they go to the right pubs.
Okay, great.
We call him Mr. Pub.
I was going to say, yeah.
And I got a challenge for you, by the way.
Go on.
If you can find a pub in your area that he doesn't know, I'd like to offer you a bottle of Plonk. I'm not sure about that.
Okay, all right. I'll take this challenge, definitely. Let me think on this as we head through the interview, and then I'll launch it at you at some point. So how does this work then? Are you like a rosette guide for pubs or something? Is this how it works?
I wouldn't say a rosette guide. Food is the driving force of pubs nowadays, but we look for a variety of things in the pubs. We're looking for community hubs with maybe a bit of brewery, authentic gems that serve ale from the cask, pubs with views and stunning gardens, and cosy country inns for that weekend away.
The one thing I would add to that is that rosette implies a sort of tick-boxy rating system. We just don't work like that. We go to a pub and we like it for what it does differently, the way it stands out, the sort of personality it has. So it's rather different from a rating rosette system.
Yeah, we're looking for particularly a wow factor, which could be the food, it could be the atmosphere, the location, and even the architecture of the building.
Yeah, now that the industry has changed immensely, hasn't it? Even over the last, arguably, 2 or 3 years, I guess. Food is very much on the agenda these days. What do you think makes a great pub?
Well, on our travels, we look for it's the right landlord, a passionate landlord. There's a big welcome and a relaxing feel throughout the bar. Great staff, roaring fires, good choice of ales and craft beers, and short menus. Probably on chalkboard, offering tasty food with a focus on food provenance, and a lot of them are using sort of local artisan suppliers nowadays.
Mark, for me, it's I'm not a pub inspector, but if I go into a pub and I smile as soon as I go in, I know I'm going to like it.
I know what you mean. An atmospheric, almost ambience to it.
Yes, it has to have a sort of magic, doesn't it? You can tell immediately when you go in if we're going to like it.
So you've just finished selecting England and Wales's best pubs, which is going to be in the latest guide. So is the hierarchy of pubs out? Is it public knowledge yet? Who's been chosen as the best? Or
David's been going around giving awards out.
Unfortunately, there's nothing in Cambridge, but Cambridgeshire. But in Oxfordshire, we've got the Red Lion at Britwell Salome. Community pubs, the Queen's Arms at Lytton in North Yorkshire, and for food there's the Feathers at Headley on the Hill. So that's in Northumberland. So there's a good cross section. We have 12 awards. We're looking at authentic pub, the best community pubs. Then there's the local seasonal food, and at the heart of Sorday's is all about accommodation. We have Pub's Rooms awards as well.
yeah.
But can I just add there that I think those awards are really interesting awards. I mean, authentic pub, community pub, food pub, and the food pub is all about organic and local food. So there's something different about all these awards, and I think we're celebrating real character and personality.
So in terms of a quick test then for you, let's see, how about this for a pub? How about the Plough in Little Downham?
I don't know the Little Plough.
David!
Yes!
David!
Well, that's my local as well, so that's great. So,
Okay, a bottle of Plonk heading your way.
magnificent. So, guys, where are we sending people? We've got, presumably there's an online version of this, but there's also a book.
That's right, there's a book. We do have a website just purely for pubs on the main Sorday website as well. It's purely for eat and drink pubs.
Okay, magnificent.
And I'll also add that there's a lot of sort of doom and gloom about the pub industry from the media with the recession and lots of pubs closing, but we're sort of championing those pub entrepreneurs that are bucking the trend. The creative landlords, the innovative niche groups who are benefiting from these closures. They're snapping these faded and closed rural pubs and reinvigorating them, making them real community hubs.
Yeah, there's a few of those happening in our area, actually. I've been following one of them in particular. It's a fascinating story, which is exactly that is happening, where an entrepreneur is going in, is literally rebuilding the model of making this type of restaurant, sort of gastro. He doesn't like the term gastropub, but he's trying to sort of revitalise, that local community feel to a place. It's quite fascinating. He's doing really well. Well, gents, it's been great to talk to you today. Many thanks for your time, for coming on to the Food and Drink Show. You're always welcome. So if you ever feel the need for another chat, please do get in touch with us. And good to talk to you. Alistair, I just have to say before we go as well, if you ever wanted to become a Terry Wogan sound-alike voiceover artist...
You're kidding.
I think there's some money in that. It could be Terry Wogan talking to us right now. So, it's been a pleasure to talk to you both.
And
Many
you.
thanks for your time.
Yep. Thanks a lot.